Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I am Delilah Rose. This is Delilah's Spiritual Spot. And yes, I have been missing in action. Um, to tell the truth, I, I got stuck, guys. Um, we're just going to jump right into it. I got stuck. I got a little bit depressed. And then, whenever I have an emotional issue, it affects my autoimmune disease. And then I deal with a lot of pain, a lot of joint pain. Um, and then at work, I got hit with a project because I don't work for myself, unfortunately. I work at a company and I got hit with a project. And, that's taking up the bulk of my time. And I also started two courses. And so I just put a lot on my plate. And I tend to do that. I'm sure that many of us are guilty of overloading our plates. Um, and I've come to the realization that 47 years old, right? I'm turning 48. And although the spirit is willing, sometimes the body is not. And I have to learn a balance, right? And I'm still just trying to do that because what happens is I'm also an empty nester, and I've talked about that on my channel. And so I want to do all these things, right? I have all these dreams, and I'm like, it's my time. And I'm not saying I'm not going to accomplish it because here I am right back again doing this. What I'm saying is that I need to be more vigilant in taking care of my own health and my own body and my own mental health, um, along with my day-to-day responsibilities that I have to do. I have to have a job. I have to function. Um, but also pursuing my dreams. And the problem is that I was just doing everything all at one time. It was very poor time management. I freely admit that. And I crashed. I'm human. I'm sure, just when I was starting to gain some listeners and followers, I crashed. And I'm starting from scratch again. I hope that some listeners come back. Um, but, that's going to take time. And that's okay, because I'm here and I'm back. And we're going to start off with some mini readings. So we're going to start right off. Um, just a couple of cards for each zodiac sign. Um, and I'm going to do this for the month of December. I am going to drop uh, next week. I'm going to start recording the yearlies. And so this is why I want to take my time. Um, I want to take my time and do it correctly and do it right and doing it in a way that I don't overwhelm myself because I want to do 10,000 things all at one time. And so here we go. Plus, I've changed up the format. So starting after I drop the monthlies, the yearly, uh, I'm going to start doing the show a little bit different. We're going to have segments. We're going to have an advice segment. We're going to have a tarot segment. We're going to have a celebrity gossip segment. Um, just because, it makes it interesting for me and it also makes it interesting for you. Um, I might throw a little politics in there. We'll see as we're going along. Of course, I will always discuss a lot of interests we all have in terms of what I'm reading, um, what I'm listening to, and it's all not spiritual based because I have other interests besides spirituality. So we're going to get started here. And this is going to be for the month of December. We're going to start right at the top with Aries. So Aries, spirit is already talking. Stomach issues, throat issues when I am connecting to spirit. And I thank you, spirit. I thank you, God, for my gift. And let's get ready to rumble here. Oh, Aries. Aries, you had several cards drop. I said one or two, but if it drops like this, it drops, and we will read. So at the bottom of the deck, Aries, you do have the Five of Pentacles. So there's been a lot of struggle here. Um, I, I, this could mean a financial struggle because we do have pentacles, but I just think you're trying to get your bearings. I think that you yourself are going through some changes here. And I say that because we have the Five of Pentacles. So this is kind of a fear card for me. So I think you're fearing the unknown and you're trying to work through things here. We do have the Two of Pentacles, the Star card, the Six of Cups, the Eight of Cups, um, the Eight of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So this is telling me, and again, this is not for all this is for all areas. So take what resonates. So you've had to walk away, or you're thinking about walking away um, from someone or a situation that has hurt you. And I say that because here we have the Two of Pentacles. So you're trying to find a balance. You're trying to recalibrate yourself. You're trying to make a decision, one of balance. We have the Star card. So you are putting your energy into this now, and it is divinely guided. You know it's your time. What's been keeping you is the Six of Cups. So you are somehow emotionally tied to this situation here. The situation maybe was once good, and that's what you've hung on to. You've probably hung on to things for children or for younger people, responsibilities. But we do have the Eight of Cups here, so you are going to walk away. And it's been a long time coming, and you're just coming into your own, and you're getting ready to make the change and shift because you don't want to head into the new year with this emotional baggage, right? Because again, this was very painful, and you blinded yourself to the situation for a long time. Now you're taking the blindfolds off. Um, there is going to be a balance. You are going to have assistance. We have the Three of Pentacles. It's teamwork, right? So you are going to find your team to assist you on your journey moving forward. That is for you, Aries. And we're gonna move right on to Taurus, and you may see me swap out decks. So we're just gonna go with the flow here, and then again the format's gonna totally change. But I just wanted to throw my hat right back into the ring here. So here we're gonna go to Taurus. Give this a good shuffle. Feels so good. And I always touch my cards. Oh, that's not true because I did spend a few weeks where I didn't touch my cards. And then, I started touching my cards again and connecting. Sometimes you just have to turn things off. Let's see. Taurus. Taurus for December. Yeah, that card wants to come out. Taurus, that Hermit. Oh, Taurus. So listen, Taurus, this is very good here. You're going to come into something prosperous, something you've been waiting for. So if you're waiting for money, if you're waiting for a victory, a new job, movement, you're going to get it here. We have the Hermit card. So you've taken the time to go within. But you are being led spiritually. You see there's a star in that lantern. Where's my other camera? Oh, it's right here. So there's a star in that lantern. And you were meant to go within to follow something that has been leading you, and you haven't and you had to do that so that you can reflect appropriately and make the right choice for you. You do have a victory coming. We have the victory card. We have the Six of Wands here. So you're coming to your personal victory, and you can apply it to your life. Again, take what resonates. You can apply this victory to your life. It's waiting for you. It's going to happen. But as everything in partnership, spirit cannot do it all by themselves. You have to assist, right? We do have the Four of Pentacles, and I like that it's reversed because, you have been struggling, right, with money. Money has been very tight. Reversing this card, for me, means that there's going to be a loosening of the purse, and you're going to come into your own. If this is not money related, you're going to be releasing something. You also have this Eight of Swords on the bottom. So it's you purposely, maybe not purposely. So it could be consciously or unconsciously having a blind eye to something. And now you're coming into your power and strength where you're going to move forward, going to be empowered to a victory. And that is wonderful for you. Let's get this going. Gemini. We're going to switch decks here. So Gemini, 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 Gemini. It's a lot going on with you, Gemini. Um, normally around this time we feel emotional uh, because of the season. I feel cold. I feel like there's a coldness that's happening. And it could be because you're just tired, right? So I think that you have been cold or feeling cold. You have a lot of cards here. So I'm going to do a quick read because we don't want this to be 10 hours long. So the power's always been in your hand. So you have the Magician card. So the power is within you. What are you going to do with it? Now you have the power. You also have um, the Star card, which is miracles, which is spirit by your side, helping you along with your own magic. And these two cards together is seen to strike what the iron's heart. If you heard about Taurus or Taurus or Aries, is all in connection. So do your part, spirit will do theirs. A lot of anxiety about choices and decisions you need to make here. You need to really take a step back and look at things from a different perspective because we do have the hangman, but it's getting over that anxiety. The anxiety is self-inflicted here. You really struggle with feelings of or how you feel towards yourself here, but there is a new beginning. We do have the Ace of Wands there. It could be a new beginning in career. It could be travel. It's just something new that you want to accomplish or try, and you can. We have the Hierophant and the Temperance card, so try to get that emotional anxiety in balance here, and that is by going within and doing some sort of spiritual practice for yourself. That is for you, Gemini. And I know some people don't like this format where I do all the zodiacs, but again, I'm figuring things out here. I'm Just bear with me, guys. Just bear with me here. Cancer. Cancer, we're doing some numerology for you. There needs to be a rebalancing in your life, right? Because you have this thing about you where you are very sensitive, you are very psychic, you are very in tune, but that kind of is clouded by your emotions. So we have to learn how to separate ourselves from what we're receiving, um, and that's hard for you to do, especially when it involves people close to you. I feel like there's a lot going on in your life where you're trying to find the balance, but I think you're trying to find the balance within your own family and family relationships here. There's a natural instinct or there's a message that spirit is trying to give you, but you're resistant because maybe, the thing is forgiving or reconnecting with a family member, but maybe you've been hurt and so you've put up a wall. I think spirit is telling you for you to move forward, we need to not necessarily forgive and forget, but, maybe be heard, get your feelings out, make a connection. You do have the Sun card, the Spirit card here, so this is definitely divine guidance here. But I just feel like you're being very stubborn about things. Right, because you're afraid of rejection here. We have the Mystery card, so that makes sense. So if that is what's stopping you from moving forward, I think you really need to just pursue it anyway, because then you have your answer. If someone rejects you, then you know the answer, right? Then they're not in your life. They're not in your life, but you've tried. You've done what you needed to do to make yourself feel better, because it will bring you balance here. You do have the 11th house, which is friends, and that makes sense. Maybe lean on some friendships if it's a family connection. Um, or maybe this affects friendships, but it's definitely a close relation that that's troubling you, and I just think you need to reach out. That is for you, Cancer. Woo! I miss this. I really do, guys. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you have plans for the holiday. If you don't celebrate the holidays, I hope you just have plans, because the one thing we could count on in life is that it will continue with or without us. Leo. Leo, 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 Leo. Knight of Cups. Look at you making an appearance. Need some other clarification. Yeah. So, Leo, you need to do what makes you happy. What makes you happy is ultimately going to bring you in success. If you're looking for money, yes, it'll draw in success, but it's by pursuing something that makes you happy. Again, you have the Magician on the bottom. Magician card is all about knowing your own power and strength and using your own personal magic and power to make things happen for you. It is okay to pursue your dreams, and want to be successful at it. There's no reason why pursuing your dreams needs to mean being broke, right? You can make money by pursuing whatever this is, um, because ultimately it's going to bring you happiness. You do have a lot of strength, but you are tired. You're tired of being strong. You are tired of, I'm getting just not getting ahead. I feel like, again, that's going to be shifting for you, and it's through this pursuit of your happiness, which ultimately brings you success in finance. Because we do have this Four of Pentacles, so I know that things have been tight, and life is not what you want it to be or what you expected it to be at this time, but the tide is changing for you, Leo. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, I have my cameras up on this screen. I do have a list of the Zodiac here because I try to do them in order. And if we're working off of my 40 plus premenopausal brain, yeah, I might just mess it all up here. Let's do Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo. If you have any questions, guys, about the cards I'm using, now remember, this is going across all formats. This will be up on YouTube. This will be up on Spotify with the video, Anchor with the video. So, yeah, guys, if you want to see the cards being drawn, you can head over to YouTube, Spotify, or Anchor to see the video. And if you have any questions about the cards I'm using, just please drop me a line here. Okay, first of all, we're going to start with this. Number 33, the door to romance here. So you are looking to connect romantically or reconnect romantically with your person here. My advice to you is don't try not to mix money and romance together. You know, in a perfect world, we can have, or we can do both, but sometimes if you're in a relationship and there's money matters involved and there's arguments, it can get in the way of the romance department here. And it could be from a feminine personality. This is not man and woman, this is just feminine energy here. There is an attachment and an indecision here. So I think again, take it as it resonates. For Virgos who are in a relationship here, there's an indecision about your romantic relationship, and it's connected to a money argument situation. If you're not in a relationship and this is in reference to work, this involves a feminine personality, and you two not seeing eye to eye. But there's a definite emotion involved in this. There is an attachment. So if we translate it to work, you've worked there for a long time. You feel comfortable there. You don't want to move, but sometimes movement is necessary. And you're weighing out that option now. Remember, we're going into the new year, so there's a lot of us thinking about change. That's what the new year brings. It's us reflecting and us bringing in resolutions. Uh, you're going to have to make some type of choice here, because that feeling of being stuck is making you ill. It's making you physically ill. So either physically ill with anxiety or physically ill, like stress can kill you, literally. But definitely lean on your angels, because you do have the angel of strength here. You do have the garden in the gate also. So this is telling me that the decision you're going to make is going to bring you positivity. And let's not forget, you started off with that angel number, Virgo. Oh, I so missed this, guys. Thank you for joining me. We're headed towards Libra. We're halfway there. Where am I going? Do I want new cards? Why not? Let's get them all out here. Okay, so our Libras. Please drop me a message. Let me know what you have plans. Do you have any resolutions? Do you want me to talk about resolutions? Do you want me to talk about crystals and resolutions? Like what crystal we can pair with what resolution you're trying to accomplish? Actually, that's probably really good to do. Ooh, Libra, abundance. Wow, so you're able to really fly high at this time. You do have the Hangman, and I think you're putting two and two together here. I was gonna say, um, you may want to look at things from a different perspective, but I think you have. I think you are definitely setting something in motion that's going to bring you a lot of abundance, because you have abundance here. You have the spirit of the sky here, like you're flying high. All is well. Like, what better a response can we get from spirit, that all is well, all is going to turn out well here? So some reassurance. You are healing that inner child. So that means you have dug deep, or you are digging deep, trying to make a change. If this is a future read, you are trying to get there. You are trying to heal that abused child in you, um, and I think that's wonderful. It's a unicorn, right? Let's show you this card up close. That unicorn represents yourself here. You do have prayer objects here, and it's funny, I was talking about crystals, so maybe you could rely on some crystals, do some meditation while holding a crystal. Around me, I'm surrounded. I have a piece of hangite. Hangite is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful for spiritual connection. I have protection stones around me. So figure out what works best for you. You could always start with the master crystal, which is clear quartz. And that is my advice for you. But wonderful abundance, wonderful empowering change for you, Libra. And that's, you can't ask for anything better heading into the new year, which is 2023. I cannot believe it. I am literally shaking from a little bit of nervousness, as well as when I connect with spirit. I get hot. I get very shaky. Um, and we're going to move right into Scorpio here. Scorpio, you've been feeling the weight of the world. Like, I just did that because it's so heavy. It's almost like it changed the air of the room. I feel like um, almost like you're riding high and low. Like the wind is knocked out of me, and then I'm okay, and the wind is knocked out of me, and then I'm okay. That is the feeling I am getting from you. Let's get you some cards, Scorpio. What do we have for our Scorpios here? Four of Cups. Yes, 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 yes. Let's get some more. Right. Listen, you have dreams, you have aspirations, and something has been holding you back. And this is what I feel like. You have this sail beneath you and then knocked out. You have an Ace of Cups here and this Four of Cups. Um, and so this, it's not over, right? You've been knocked down. You're not out of it. You do have the Five of Swords here. And this is upheaval. This is loss. This could be a feeling of loss. This could be actual loss. But again, the feeling of being knocked down continuously is what this Five of Swords represents. Um, you have the Eight of Cups here. Eight of Cups is there's a shift and a change um, coming towards you. It's a positive one. I think it's one by chance. I think that it's going to be an unexpected um, shift, an opportunity that's going to land in your lap, right? It's going to be one of those things where you hear something from a person, or someone reaches out to you. Um, Again, something unexpected is going to happen, and I think it's going to be positive. We do have this Page of Cups. Now, it's Page of Cups is having fun. It's new love, um, or it's just like a new something that fulfills that emotional part of you. Again, that we have an ace, the Ace of Swords here. So there is change, right? Changes and decisions, something that's going to tax you mentally, because swords are about our minds, and so this is something that's going to have to take some thought. So whatever this is going to be positive. It's going to give you a pause, but it's definitely some change and new beginnings for you. You have the Creator at the bottom of this deck. So, yeah, what I mean, what I said, is just that it's going to fall in your lap. And I feel like the Creator is just going to bless you with this opportunity. Don't waste it. And don't let other people hold you back. So let's move on to Sagittarius. Oh, four more. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, yeah. Let's get you some numerology, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. So some Sagittariuses are dealing with there's a couple of things I feel for Sagittarius. Instantly, my head hurts, which tells me that there's a lot of headachy situations going on. Um, this is not a health read. Go to the doctor. Um, but some of you could be dealing with headaches, and if that's the case, then you literally go to the doctor, please, and get yourself looked out for. But I don't feel like headaches, like decision making. I feel like headaches. Um, you're feeling the pressure from again. This is not going to relate to a lot of people. This is a general reading for all people who are Sagittariuses. I feel like there's somebody or a situation where people are counting on you, and it's starting to feel like a burden. Um, and I think it's something that maybe many of you have not signed up for, and this is why it's feeling like a burden here. Okay, so we do have the partners card. So your partner could be leaning on you a lot here. And you could be feeling like you're not getting anything reciprocated. You do have the will card, the Leo card here. So it could be a Leo, or it could be this you're stronger than you think. And you need some recalibration because we have the balance card here. So taking some time for yourself, even communicating with our partners or with someone who is leaning on us that, hey, I need a minute or I need help also. I think that's very important for you. I think that when we're in any type of relationship and people are leaning on us too much and then we start feeling resentment, that's what causes relationships to end and to break up. I think communication is important and self-care is important. At this time, you have the Grand Trine, which means that there are blessings coming. So something coming to ease the weight on your shoulders. A lot of times I think that it's by our doing. It's great when spirit has a hand in it, but it's also wonderful when we find our own strength to speak up, because I feel like that's the issue, and take our power back or demand to be treated the way we treat others. Let's see, Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn. Yeah, let's go Capricorn. Capricorn, let's see what's going on with Capricorn. Well, you have the second chakra here. Archangel Ariel. Yeah. So follow your gut instincts. Whatever your gut is trying to tell you is actually what is going on at this time. You also have community and you have hostilities. So if this is in regards to a friendship or a relationship, there is an issue here going on where you guys are arguing. Make sure you're not listening to the community. If you're having a conflict in any relationship, it's always good to hash it out with the source and not listen to office gossip, not listen to personal gossip. I think for you, it's a little bit of both. I am getting a work situation here. I don't want you to listen to office gossip. I think you need to follow um, your own instincts because it's strong. And I think you need to either communicate with your boss or your supervisor or whoever that is to get things corrected. It will bring a lot of joy and happiness. But for those of you who, if this is in regards to a relationship, ignore the community, talk with your partner because we do have the happy family card here. So you can work through this difficult time of not seeing eye to eye with your partner. See, man holding heart. So this is definitely in regards to a masculine figure, someone with authority. So this could be a relationship. Again, could be business. I'm getting for a lot of you, for many of you, this is a business sense. It's the end of the year. A lot of people close their books, bonus time, things of that nature. But for those of you who, if this is a relationship, and for many of you, it will be, talk to your partner. Don't listen to gossip. People work out relationships from infidelities, and I don't know why I need to tell you that, but people work relationships out from infidelities. It's all if you put in the work equally, equal accountability, equal working on the relationship. So video cut off, but we are going ahead with our last two signs, so Aquarius and Pisces. So Aquarius, let's get this reading for you. And this again is for December, and this is just a little sneak peek um, for December. Good fortune, clairsentience. You know, Aquarius, you always get a clear card or a card about your intuition. And I think what happens is that you don't listen to your intuition. I don't know if it's a self doubt issue or it's just something that you just don't do. I think that that is a major block for you. And I feel like you have constantly said, I should have listened to my gut instinct. I think you need to do more of that. Good fortune is upon you. You can sense it here, and it's from you looking at things from a different perspective. And again, this is a general read, so you can apply that to whatever situation. We do have the Lover's card here. Now, what's interesting is originally the Lover's card was called the Choice card. So this could be a choice in relationship. This could be a choice in your life. And I love that it's underneath the Hangman, which means that because you've looked at this from a different perspective, um, and you are being guided by your instinct, this is going to be a positive outcome. Again, if you listen to your instinct, here we have abundance. So a lot of abundance coming for you. Um, if you listen to yourself, if you trust your instinct, trust that gut, put yourself first. We do have dancing here, and I think that maybe to get yourself in tune, to get in line with your chakras, maybe do some dancing, do something with music, do something with your body, um, like yoga, dancing, meditation, to bring you closer to your instinct. I happen to meditate. I haven't done it as much as I should because, again, like I said in the beginning of the podcast, I've been feeling a little off. And as a reminder, if you want to see the video to this and see the cards being drawn, go over to my YouTube channel or go over to Spotify or Anchor, and it's Delilah Spiritual Spot. Whew. Pisces. Pisces, this is going to be like I can feel the tension in my back, Pisces. This is Pisces, what are you doing? You know what's so funny is I don't feel like this is going to be a bad reading for you. I feel like Much like Aquarius, I feel like you're your worst enemy here. I think you take 5 steps forward and 3 steps back. I really want you to focus on your health at this time. I think it's very important that we put that to the forefront, because when you take care of yourself, your mind, body, and spirit, everything else will fall in alignment for you. I think you have a tendency to put other people's first, and it is affecting. Putting other people first is affecting a lot of your life, or has affected a lot of your life, and I think you need to make that turn around. And I did say a lot, and for you, like half the deck fell. But let's get to it here. We do have the Page of Rods along with the Eight of Pentacles. So you are working hard. You are working hard on your endeavors, especially when work is concerned. I think that's falling into alignment. We have the Page of Pentacles, so you're going to see a little bit of a raise or bump in salary. I think this is exactly what that means for you. We do have this Nine of Swords here, and I think that again, this you're your own worst enemy. Um, it's that self doubt. It's that self, like, I feel like you talk bad about yourself type of situation, and I really want you to work on that, because we need to get that in alignment. Some of you are thinking about marriage here. We do have a divine couple with the Queen of Rods and the Knight of Rods with the the it's like the wedding card, right? So a lot of this is the relationships. If you're not married, you're going to get married, you're going to move in. Just a deeper commitment in your relationships, but there's also fear with that as well, because I feel like you're unsure of your relationships represented here by that Eight of Swords. But I think it's because, again, yeah, I feel like you feel like you've been held back, or you're being held back. You're not your true self. I think that before you make any type of commitment, you really need to work on that situation. But in terms of the way things are going to work out, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Cups, and then you have the Ten of Cups here. So meaning that you're going to have fulfillment if you can tie it all together, because it has been a lot, and there is a lot going on here. And I understand that it's overwhelming, but again, if you have doubt in your relationship, I suggest that you pause it, right? Because then you're still going to get to the happily ever after, but you're making sure you're taking care of yourself here, because there is some self doubt. You're going to be fine. You have wonderful cards, um, especially towards the end. So I want to say, coming into January for you, almost, things are really going to tie together. You're going to be in a good space at the end of December. And that ends my readings again. So I'm going to drop the yearlies individual. So you'll have like a half hour for Taurus, a half hour for each individual signs for your yearly drops. And then we're going to get into the new format, which will be more show like. So it'll be broken up into segments. So a weekly card for each sign. I'll probably, just to condense it, do one card per each sign, do my advice column, do my little gossip column, probably doing some reality TV card pulls. And if you have any other suggestions, let me know. I'm always available to talk to. And thank you so much. I'm Delilah Rose, and this is Delilah's Spiritual Spot.